Hey everyone, today I'm coming to you from the lost town of Pandemonium, and today we're going to try to go over try to find some of the foundations that have been here, and also tell you a little bit about the history. I have some history associated with the place, not a whole lot, but first of all, the lost town of Pandemonium, as the sign indicates right here, it ran from 1787 to 1912. Right now, of course, I'm located right in front of the Pioneer Cemetery. We'll also go to at least one stone or representing one of the founders of the valley, which I located right here in the cemetery. But anyway, this town had about 100 homes at its height. There were also a couple sawmills and a tannery, and we'll check out the tannery. But first, some minor history. A guy by the name of Christian Henry. Of course, the name of the valley here is Henry's Valley. And we're out in far western Perry County in Pennsylvania. But anyway, Christian Henry was the one who founded that. And that's what it got named after. And that's whose stone I've also located. But also a big part of the history, of course, right here is the tannery, which was down over the hill here, which was founded by R.J. McFarland. And that eventually also, when that went out of business in the late 1800s, of course, that led to there not being a whole lot of jobs and to get around here. And that's why the town died in 1912. But also back in the day, there was no postal service or no postal or phone service here. So if you wanted, no telemarketers were going to bother you. That's for sure back in the day. So we'll take a... All right, we're back. Here's a stone of note. This is the one for Christian Henry, who the whole valley here is named after. He died in 1871. He was 81 years old. And he was, of course, a local inhabitant right here in Pandemonium. There also is a story of a runaway slave. Not sure how true it is for certain, but she had escaped here and she was chased by some dogs up a tree. And they thought she was a bear, unfortunately, and they shot her. And she died. And she was believed to be buried in the northeastern corner of this cemetery. I'm going to turn it and point it in that direction. Currently, we're about due north, about right in the middle as well. Facing north, the upper portion of this cemetery, and we're almost right in the middle. We're going to show you here roughly where the area we're talking about for her would be. Be over here. Be over in that section of the grounds right here. All right, I can't see any writing on this particular stone, but I wonder if this is the one for the slave, as that story goes. It's supposed to be in the northeastern side, which will put it actually over on the other side, not right here on this side. So, well, it looks like it's in honor of a fairly young girl, based on some of the stuff that you see there. Is my best guess. But I'm not quite sure. In theory, that should not be the stone for the slave. But it's interesting how it's decorated right there. But it's in the northeastern, this is the northwestern end of it, not the northeastern. So, not quite sure what that represents. Let me get a shot for the cemetery here. We're going to move the camera down here. We have some people from the Civil War. One second here, I'm going to pan around here. And again, the upper portion there is where the Henrys are buried. The 4 stones at the top of your screen. All right. Take a moment. All right. Here's the sign for the school. I stood very close to here. We're going to get up to it here in just a moment here. But of course, as you can see on the sign, the school here, Henry's Valley School, operated until 1912. All right. I climbed up to where I could see a foundation of a group of rocks. And right here, that's looks to be what we have. Because we don't have a lot off to either side. Here, we'll show you here in a moment here. At least not like this. And we're just above the sign, too. So there we go. So you see over there, there's nothing on that side. And then you head over here. There's not much over there that would form a, or it could possibly be remnants of a foundation. But straight ahead, we have remnants of the foundation. And of the school that ran until 1912. Let's see if we can go up through it here a little bit. Bear with me here. We're going to move the camera here. It was a good size. It would have. I'm sure it was a one-room schoolhouse, but it certainly would have been a decent size. It looks like. I'm now further down the dirt road, and we have another set of rocks. Like I said, there were about 100 houses around here. Let's take a look at the whole area around so you can get an idea what it looks like as well. I'm going to slowly turn the camera. Bear with me because I'm not on a tripod. Well, I'm holding it even though it's part of the tripod. And it looks like up on the hill there, I'm not sure how well you could see that. There definitely is like a major foundation up on the hill. Let me see if I can get there. I'm going to have to try to get there and see what I can see. You might be able to see it in the background right now. We'll take a little break and I'll come right back at you, hopefully up on top of the hill. Or somewhere else, or else at the tannery foundation, worst case scenario. I was walking along the dirt road back down to my car, and you always have to look on the sides because there's always a chance of having the foundations running across a foundation or two of an old house. And I think I found a couple here. So we're going to walk in here and see how many rocks we have together, and that could be a foundation. I'm pointing at one right now. And there's one over on our side too, which there could easily be a couple right here. So we're going to go over here. Bear with me here. All right, we have a foundation right here. There's some rocks right here of a house that was probably right through here somewhere. Right next to the little ravine that goes by. I can't get over like I hope to, but there also certainly would have been a house like right over there. You can see quite a few rocks piled together right there. There's some right through there too. Maybe they slipped down there. There's certainly a lot of big rocks around. And you have some right through here as well, of course, right at my feet. All right. right back at you in a little bit. We are now at the site of where the steam tannery was, here in Henry's Valley. And obviously the sign says it ran from 1840 to 1880. I'm going to try to walk back there and see if I can get a decent shot of some of the foundations that remain, and see what we can come up with. So hang around. Here we go, I got the camera free now, so we're going to slowly turn it around. The mud right here is thick enough, my boots are almost coming off as I step through the mud. The last location we're at, I couldn't really find any kind of rocks or signs of foundations on that slight little hill I found, so I figured just walk down the road from where I was parked, and there's a bridge and we can get a view of the other side. It's nice and it's beautiful. We'll tip it over so much more so you can see a little bit better, hopefully. Beautiful view. Nice little stream. That's one direction. Let's go over here to the other side. It might be too dark. We'll see what we can get though. Again, a beautiful stream. Beautiful view going back in there. All right, and this pretty much concludes what we were able to find here at the lost town remnants of Pandemonium. So thank you for watching.